I was going to say we should have 200 episodes, and hopefully by the time we get to 200 episodes, we've also hit 10k on TikTok. That would be a celebration.
That would be a beautiful thing.
I'm having a party. I'll have a party, man.
Yeah, facts. TikTok party.
TikTok party. All right, Made In Chafford podcast episode 177.
177, man.
What a time to be alive. You already know what time it is. The real is back. The real is back.
Come on.
I am too damned. I'm getting bored of having to tell you, but hey, I'll tell you every week if I have to.
We have to.
And I will tell you every week. I am Himi Neutron in the flesh.
He's him.
Dancing. And DK, get out the way. Get out. Move, bitch.
Get out the way.
Word.
Cole Sanusi, Don Cologne in the building, the one and only. AKA LL Coolins. AKA C-Note. We here, man. Coming for your left there, your right ear, surround sound. Smart speakers, portable speakers, you know the vibes. Episode 177. Let's get it.
Hello people, it's Eman G45. Welcome once again.
Welcome.
Yes.
It's Genghis Chibogwe.
Facts.
It's the Black Mamba Dove.
Yes,
It's the
sir.
Prince of the East. Tinfoil Hat Eames.
Facts.
It's Chi AM.
Facts.
Welcome, man. Welcome. The R&B voice is very present. I hope all of you are wonderful and fine. Yeah. Welcome to February 2023.
2023 has finally began.
Let's get it.
Yeah.
I have a question for you, man.
Go on.
So you both want the Jordan Highs Lost and Found.
Yeah.
Yes.
Would you two kiss for it?
Suck my dick, bro. Like, allow it, man. What are you talking
That's
about,
even
bro?
worse.
Now on the level. Why are you coming with the homoerotic?
What kind of...
We've been talking pre-production and we've already done this already. This is strike 3.
No, it's not strike free, chill.
Strike 3, bro.
Are you referring to the Atlanta episode?
I am prepared to that.
I have yet to see the Atlanta season.
Nah, there was context, there was method to my madness.
Yeah. I now know what you're talking about. But no, I'll never do anything wild for anything. I mean, there's been opportunities where people like would say, "Oh yeah, here's a crazy opportunity for you to earn X amount of money," and I'd be like, "Well, morally, does it align with me? No. So to kiss another man for a pair of crepe, no."
I was crying at that episode. I couldn't believe what I was seeing.
That whole episode. I'm not going to spoil it for you, man.
And there's
but
so
it's
many
funny
crepes as
hell.
well that I would like. There's a lot that I would try my very best to do, but I'm not kissing another man for. It's not.
This the episode with the shooting as well.
Yeah, they were letting it off.
The guy who tried to rap.
My life is a movie. I'm like an Uzi. Move it.
What episode are you on?
I've not done season 4.
Oh, please
You've just finished season 3, no season 4.
Yeah, I haven't seen season 4 yet.
I mean, I can't
continue, bro. Like, I'll catch up to it.
Honestly, one of the funniest. Like, I was on the train watching it, and I didn't know how funny that episode was gonna be. I was busting. I had to I couldn't contain. I had to laugh on the train. I couldn't contain myself.
It gets like that sometimes.
For real,
Especially with that show.
They were writing the Goofy episode.
Oh my God.
I thought it was real, but
Me and Sophie, yeah, because at one point, like when he was on the table, I was like, "This ain't real."
No.
But then Sophie was like, "No, it has to be real. It has to be real." We googled it. We looked at each other, and we're like, "It's not real."
Oh
we couldn't believe it.
Everything I love when he
Imagine the hand.
No.
Oh, go on.
When he's losing his mind and he's like, and he does a goofy laugh, and that.
And then, when they found his body, they found the gloves. Yo,
That was racially
Donald
charged.
Glover, he's a sicko for writing that episode. Absolute sicko.
Goofy's a nigga. I couldn't believe it.
No.
Of all the films, a Goofy movie.
And they said about Mickey, we ain't gonna let that white boy in that movie. Atlanta's one of the best shows ever.
Ever, man.
Ever.
That was a
ever.
season.
Last season as well.
Last season.
Yeah, what a way.
Ends really good as well, I'd say.
Alright.
Ends
So
really well.
what's your theories on the ending? Do you think he's just been dreaming all this time?
Nah, I think it's real, even though it's all stupid.
Bizarre. But do you know what? There's so much nonsense in it. It would make sense.
Yeah. It's literally like, you know, real life Boondocks. We've said this before, right? There's just random stuff happening, but I think there's enough to imply that it's not made up, so to speak.
I couldn't believe that Goofy episode. If you haven't watched it,
What's going on with the camera?
Oh, it's just focusing.
Oh, okay. Oh, fair enough.
All these cameras on me. No, I just had to get that question out. I've been wondering how
I would never kiss another man for a pair of crep. We must be moving. Nah, you're moving dangerous.
Listen, I wouldn't. But I had to put the question to the...
Stay safe, but stay dangerous.
Stay safe and stay dangerous. Fair enough, man.
Someone asked me how would I describe mine and Eman's friendship, and
Who the hell was this?
it was Harris. Because he was interested, because he knows Collins, didn't it? So he was just interested in how I describe our friendship.
Shouts to Harris.
Shouts out to you, Harris, man.
And then I was thinking, how... At the time when he asked, I didn't know how I would. But something came across my way that described it perfectly, I think. International Players Anthem.
Go on.
I think Eman is very much my 3 stacks to homeboy coming in, never choosy, never fuck out of rubber.
I'm with you. I see it.
That's me, B. All right. I've derailed us enough. Let's get into it. What's going on in the world?
What's going on in the world, guys? What is there to discuss? I've got some stuff, but I want to know where you lot are at.
Listen, some people are unemployed, man.
For real, they're tech jobs, isn't it? Or just in general?
Just in general, man. Some people are employed, man. And like, you know, I think it's
not a time to be British.
I think we really need to show a lot of sympathy to...
I don't like that smile on your face.
There's some stupidity incoming.
Nah,
man. He donated 10k to charity, bro. Like,
who is this? Rishi?
Nah.
Sunaki.
Nah. Mr. Matt Hancock.
Man, how cocky put around right hand side.
That's disgusting. Listen,
I told you from the very beginning.
Hold
on, I told you from the very beginning. Don't trust this man. I don't like the man's face. I don't like his demeanor.
I'm not trusting anyone that their surname is Hancock.
Matt Hancock on the left hand side. Listen, that guy is insane.
Nah,
I've never trusted that man.
Never. I looked that man in his eyes. I saw his surname. That's not a trustworthy person. Just off his surname alone.
No, because the thing is, it's like these men are
Hancock
officials.
is a crazy name. How are you man getting busy, let's say the 1800s, and thinking, yeah, we'll go with that? No way.
I don't know.
No, come on, bro.
I don't know. I don't know how people name themselves.
No,
do you get what I'm saying? Like, how do you go about making your name? Like, for example, if you go off and get married, yeah, and you turn around and say, I'm a Jacobs.
Shouts out to Tim.
Shouts to, you know, Himothy and Tiffany, you know?
But wasn't it, so people got their last names in the past due to their profession, right? So like if you're a carpenter,
so blacksmith was Smith.
Like, I can understand how I received my surname. I understand the story behind it. However, how do you just go about making another surname? So then if I just turn around and say, well, my name is Hancock.
Surnames...
That's wild.
I mean, surnames must have come with colonialism as well, for us anyway. Because I can't imagine before they came over it was the thing we were doing.
Probably not, no. Because there's some cultures where they don't do it at all, do they? It's one of those things. I can't really trace it back. I think as far as Matt Hancock is concerned, they gave him a wild surname and he's wild in general.
I know where surnames come from. I know where surnames actually come from. But in terms of, because it's very similar to how I've got my surname, but in terms of how you make up your own surname and then it comes up with Hancock. Do you get what I'm saying?
That's like, crazy, you know.
Because, all right, so there's Smith and then Smithson, like son of Smith, Goldsmith.
So you're saying he's hand of cock? Is that what you're trying to say?
I don't like, bro. Like this is old English.
This is real. This is real.
You know,
this is real life.
This is about a real sick.
But do you know what? Listen,
he might have been a chicken farmer. Like,
yeah, true. To be fair,
you know, they used to handle cocks.
Yo, this is gross. We're moving on. Have you guys seen the clip of Rishi and Piers? Yo, bro, that's gross. That's disgusting.
Back in the day, we would have named this episode that.
That is disgusting.
What were you gonna say?
There's a clip of Rishi and Piers Morgan, and Piers is asking him questions, and Piers
my man's trying to duck. He's asked, "Are you rich?"
It's like, you rich in it, and then Rishi's like,
"Don't ever let me in a position of power." And I'd say yes. And so what? And so what? What?
And so what about it? Listen,
if it's that stuff that you made last night, I don't want it.
Forget it.
I don't eat poison. Come on, Rishi, do it with your chest, man. I would have said, yeah, and what about it? I'm rich. I'm rich, bitch.
I said, I'm rich, bitch.
They just never gave you niggas money. There's no way. But I would have expected him more if he just owned it.
I just think he's one of those guys, like, he's trying to give himself a good perception, but
that's a high value man, bro. That's a high value man.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Honestly, like, you see... Nah,
I keep forgetting he's our prime minister.
Yeah, he's living life under the radar. I respect it, man, because after the last two, they were hot.
You know how mad? You know, sometimes then you be speaking, I just be omitting like anything you be saying. Like, do you know how really mad this UK government has been? I just deeped it the other day. We had Theresa May. We had what's the name?
BJ.
Don't say that again. We had Boris Johnson.
Yeah.
Then we had what's her name? Liz Truss. Yeah.
I forgot
someone who was just here for 2 minutes.
Yeah, today and gone tomorrow.
Now we have Rishi Sunak. It's crazy.
It's so mad, man.
And then the chancellors, we had a black man. They fired him, even though they used to be close.
Intertwined.
I was thinking of another interword, but
Man said interracial.
allegedly.
That's
but,
nah, they were getting busy.
And then now what? There's the Council of Exchequer. He's gone now, and it's like, bro, like
I don't even know who's the Council of the Exchequer for this current government.
I don't know what's going on, bro.
No, we're not supposed to know. They don't want us to know.
We just gotta see what happens, man.
For real,
when we eventually
let them get their shit off. What was I gonna say? Did you watch You? So you lot. Did you watch You People at all?
I haven't seen it, no.
Oh my
God. I got up to the
I'm probably not
part
gonna watch it, so you guys can indulge.
where Eddie Murphy, his character,
Jonah Hill's in it as well, right?
yeah, Jonah Hill, Lauren London, a few other people. There's Andrew Schultz. I mean, there's a whole array of characters. But I got up to the point where he's about to make a speech at the rehearsal. So that's the part I'm on. Okay. And I was watching it today so I can catch up. But other than that, that's all I've seen. I don't know what happens afterwards. And to be fair, the film for me is like I've seen this discussion. I've seen it done on comedy shows. I've seen everything happen where people are talking about scenarios, hypotheticals.
Is it predictable?
In a comedic way. So this is just it in film format, and it's like, okay, cool.
It was just such a regressive way to talk about race. Like I just felt like we were so past that conversation. It was black. They're just black people.
But then for us, that conversation's happened too many times. Whereas other people, they might say that this is the greatest, and then there's one character in the actual film that would suit that narrative. Like, this film is for her. Do you get what I'm saying?
So what is the premise of this movie? From what I'm gathering, it's basically Eddie Murphy and Jonah Hill's character. They have
white man wants to marry black girl. Because of their differences in race, they must
not
clash.
just race, but also religion and ethnicity. So
right, okay.
I mean, fair enough, they're black and white, cool. A lot of people have got past that part. But then Jonah Hill's character, he's a Jewish white man.
Okay,
and then Lauren London's character is a black Muslim woman. And they're both not devout to their faith. However, their parents
families
have
strong I'd like to think, as a society, there might be some issues that you have to face, and maybe, I don't know. I felt like it was just so... The way they tried to do it is the basic of the basic, if that makes sense. They weren't trying to be nuanced with it. Nothing was clever. It was just, let's pick on white boy because, you know...
Right.
For reasons. And then let's make life difficult for black girl for reasons, you know. I just wasn't.
Yeah, but like there's certain parts in the film where like the mother I would say is she's trying her best.
But that's
to be
progressive
because she uses air quotes most of the time. But she's trying her best to be progressive. However, she's far from it. She doesn't understand.
Right. Okay.
And then like it gets worse. Like you see her just almost cause a whole eruption at Spa because she felt that, you know, because she's with a black woman, it's like they're gonna ignore her. But then when they realize what's going on, she's like, oh, okay, let me chill.
So is the movie itself funny? I've seen people have very split opinions over it.
I would say it's a film that's funny, but it's not for the audience of black people because we've already seen this sort of discussion happen many times in comedic ways, serious ways, and it's like, cool. However, for other people who are watching it who don't know
They
what's
might
going
find
on,
it quite funny.
They might find it hilarious.
Okay, fair enough. I saw the clip of them talking about niggas in Paris.
Yeah, that was well done. To be fair, I'll give him that.
That looked quite funny. And I like Jonah Hill anyway.
Yeah,
so
that's what I'm
seeing
saying.
that-
Like, I'm just so fascinated that there's this many clever people and this many genuinely funny people, and the film still found a way to not be
deviate
funny.
from
It's
it.
the
Yeah,
mention
fair
of
enough.
Mr. Farrakhan. That right there caught me because it's like Mr. Farrakhan has said many things about Jewish people,
Right.
and they're Jewish, and then like they just like they're chill, they try, and then they just go livid.
Fair
And
enough.
That was really well played out.
Yeah, that did the scene was, I think it was really good.
Maybe I'll watch it. How long is the movie? Hour and a half?
About
It's an hour and a half.
Yeah, I might just chuck
Watch
it
the
on.
background noise.
I'll just be,
Okay, I'll do that.
I'll just be interested to see what your thoughts are on it, but I don't know, man. I think maybe you're right, and it's conversations that we've already had, and I feel like we progressed from.
Yeah,
So it just felt degenerate. By the end of-
step backwards.
for real.
Fair enough.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, there's other things on Netflix that I actually pop in.
Like what?
100 Physical or Physical 100.
Don't think I've heard of
What's
it.
that? What do you get? They look like they're getting busy over there.
Nah, listen. It bangs. It's I think they tried to make a variation of Squid Game, but this is
Real life.
It's like a real life.
I don't know if the variation of Squid Game is actually happening or
Right.
this is it. So this is real life. They've selected 100 people who are the top athletes in South Korea. And
Okay.
whether they're influencers, whether they're dancers, martial arts, or just bodybuilders,
Right.
security professions such as police, army, whatever the case is, or just in general, top 100.
Okay.
And yeah, man, like no homo. Like some of the guys when they take off the top, like I'm inspired. I just
They're
look
like
at them,
ripped.
Yeah,
they
yeah.
look good. They look amazing.
I saw the thumbnail for it. Them men were getting. That's why I said it looked like they were getting busy in that show.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
And like some of them are doing spectacular things. It's like the first task they have to do is there's only been 3 episodes out currently at the moment.
Weekly scheduled release. Kind
Yeah,
of thing.
weekly schedule.
Okay.
So there's been
Oh, what?
yeah. So there's been 3 episodes. I think it's 4 maybe, but yeah. So there's a couple episodes out at the moment. So the first activity they have to do is hang. So basically, it's there's a pull-up bar.
Got to hang
and
there for
you have to
X
hang.
amount of time.
No, not X amount of
beat
time. Just be
everybody
the
else.
longest to hang.
What?
Yeah. So then there's
No, get fucked.
someone's done that for 17 minutes.
17 minutes.
I think
That's
it's
impressive.
15, I think it's 15 or 17 minutes.
I know my muscles would be crying.
Yeah, some people
Help
last
me.
10 seconds. Like you can see, like
Oh my
there are some
God.
people who are like strong men. They're like,
Can't
nah,
do
I
it.
this.
Upper body strength.
Yeah,
not
yeah.
And
there.
then there's an Olympian, like I think he got a gold medal, and basically he's a gymnast and he does the whole thing in it,
Yeah.
the rings. So he's there for time, relaxed, but someone else beats him.
That rings
wow.
thing ain't no joke. Like to have that
tough,
upper body
man.
strength is insane.
It's tough. It's not as easy as it looks at all.
proper.
That sounds like a good show. I can't believe what's been going on with Netflix, man.
So they got rid of the password thing.
So apparently,
It's illegal. Yeah,
so it came out, and yeah, basically you can't share your login unless you're in the same household. They've trialed it out in certain countries, but apparently, I don't know if this is true or not. It's fake. So like it got leaked from their database, and now they've retracted the statement and saying it's not going to happen anymore. But
There was a tweet I saw that came out about it.
something like that. But I mean, whether it's true or not, let's deal with it as if it's being true. Netflix are flying too close to the sun, man. You can't do that.
That's
That's going to be the final nail on the coffin, in my opinion.
what the sharing password thing.
Has to be. People won't.
what
subscribe
like
to that.
single
It doesn't
accounts or
make any
family
sense.
accounts?
So as long as you're
family
not,
accounts, like
yeah, I think apparently it doesn't matter. As long as you're not in the same household, if you don't reset it every month,
What?
you can't use that Netflix somewhere else. And the way they can get around, the way they're gonna get around you, let's say if you want to go on a holiday somewhere, they will send you like a unique code in order to sign into your account. Basically, trying to clamp down on sharing passwords. And
No,
I
next show.
think
See this.
but I thought that's a legislation in the UK that's already been made illegal.
so. They're not trialing it out in the UK. When they initially said this press statement about it happening,
Listen, torrent
the
is
UK wasn't
coming
on the
back,
list.
man.
They're trying to bring uTorrent back. That's
It's been
crazy.
around. But then again, it's like I'm not here to like say anything. Like I'm just here to argue the just be devil's advocate basically. Just argue it. So like From a business point of view, yeah, like nah.
No, I hear it. I hear why they're doing it, but it's just so flawed.
Pay £10, like, or pay whatever it is.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
but it was the way your business has been set up. It's gonna be to your detriment.
Yeah, because the whole point was to Netflix chill, come enjoy as a group.
It's defeating the purpose.
It's that's the whole thing.
And there you can tell, like, I think there was a report that came out a year or two ago where you can tell like they're not really in control of how much they're spending. They're spending millions and millions on Netflix originals. Yeah. So they're pumping all their money into their content, and they're making money back, but clearly the money they're making back isn't covering that. So they want to try to get more people to get more subscriptions, because obviously subscription growth is only going to hit a ceiling if everyone's like sharing it. But at the same time, they can't really play that game because they have other players in the field who are still haven't really reached their peak of growth. Like you have like Disney Plus, you have Amazon Prime, and they're still growing. So they're eating into Netflix's market share. So this is Netflix being aggressive and saying, look, we're going to try our best to like boost subscription. But I think it will backlash. I think there'll be backlash if they do that.
I can't see how it even boosts subscription, because people will just probably come away after that and be like, oh, I've never needed that much.
It's not good. And they got to bank on the fact that their content is good enough to keep people. And I'm not being funny. I do use Netflix. I have it, but I don't know if they do this and if they give more incentive for us not to keep it. What would make me want to keep it if they're going to do stuff like that? It doesn't make sense to me. Bare people use my Netflix. Bare people. So I don't know what that does. Like, it doesn't really incentivize.
As a company for them, it doesn't make sense as a business model.
They used to be indispensable. There's a point where I was like, I actually can't go without Netflix. But now I'm thinking to myself, yeah, probably could. But it's not a good look.
You have probably Netflix, there's now Paramount. I've got Netflix. Well, I don't pay for Netflix. I pay for Disney Plus and Stars, and that's it. But then my brother, he pays for Netflix, and then he gives his Netflix account to someone else, and then they give him Amazon. So it's like Prime basically. So it works in a way where
it's a community, isn't it?
Yeah. So you're using mine, I'm using yours. Because the thing is, if you really think about it, it's almost like £120 a month if you have all of them as your own self. So you might as well just turn around and say, okay, I share with this, you share this, and then I give you this. It's an exchange. It's a bar. It's like
that's how it should work, and that's how it should be. Like, they're only gonna harm themselves by doing this.
Yeah, agreed.
No one wins in this. So have at it, but it's a good thing that they backtracked on that, because that ain't gonna bang at all. No. And like you said, I think it will be the final nail in the coffin for them.
If they're not careful, they fly too close to the sun. They'll end up like blockbusters again. You'll end up in McDonald's. For real. So,
because listen, certain streaming services, they own the West. Disney ain't playing about.
Yeah, facts. And they've got the catalog. So
you
don't test them.
And then with the Star Wars stuff, because I'm not really a Star Wars fan, but I just know that Star Wars is popping. And that's what's bringing in a lot of people, and that's been the saga before Marvel. So, it's just they need to know what sort of game they need to play. But I think what they need to do is make an affordable model for now, because I know, yes, there's capitalism, there's inflation and everything like that, but you just turn around and say, listen, if you want to share your passport,
because they want to do the ad thing, innit?
Yeah, there is one for it now, isn't there? There's a really cheap tier for like ads. I'm sure there is.
On Netflix?
I mean, I don't use it. Yeah, apparently.
I don't pay for it, so I don't know.
No, ban that, man.
That's insane. Ads on my Netflix? No way.
Get out of here.
Get out of here, man.
Get out of here, man.
Get out of here.
Have either of you watched The Last of Us?
No, not yet. But I'm hearing incredible things.
The Last of Us. That's the game that you were speaking about, isn't it?
Yeah. There's 3 episodes out.
I've yet to see anything.
It's.
I'm hearing amazing things, but
they're cooking, man. They're cooking. It's. I can't speak any more highly about it. It's been good so far. Like the production value is up. The actual content is good. The acting is phenomenal. It's everything what I expected it to be. And I think it's only going to get better. And they've announced season 2 is going to come.
So what we were saying, if they do this, only 2 seasons really.
Well, I saw the co-creator say that if they do season 2, which they are going to do season 2, the second season they might split it, because the second game is really big compared to the first game.
Oh, okay.
So they might have to split that into maybe 2 seasons within itself, so there'll be 3 in total.
Got you.
Which I think makes sense because the second one is a bonanza. But one thing I will say before it eventually kicks off is I will say for a fact there's going to be a lot of conflicting opinions on how the story will be viewed, because there's a lot of, how do I put it? There's a lot of progressive stuff that they try to throw at you within the story. Right. So it's going to be interesting to see how people react to it. Yeah, I know. But the overarching story, in my opinion, is fantastically done in both. But so when the second game came out, a lot of people really hated it compared to the first game, because they assumed that they killed the morality that was happening in the first one. But if you think about it deeply enough, the things that they did in the second one make sense, and it's not that far away from what happens in the first one. I don't want to spoil it for you guys, but it's just something to, when you guys will see it as it happens. There are going to be bare people online being like, why is this? But I personally understood it, whereas a lot of people didn't.
Typical fandom, innit, really?
Yeah, like I spoke to Javid about it. Javid's like, I hate the second game. And if you know Javid, you understand why he might hate the second game. You get the conversation we had before the pod.
Oh, okay.
It's them things there.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, but you'll see it unfold, and you'll gather an idea of what they're doing with the story. But ultimately, I think it's some good shit.
All right, cool. Well, I'm definitely gonna check it out when I get my Fire Stick. What's it called?
Your Joe Breaker Fire Stick.
No way. You guys are trying to cheat me for my money, and I'm not letting it happen.
I hear it still. For sure.
Alright, boys. Music.
Can we do one more quickly?
Yeah.
It's quite short. It's only 26 minutes, sir.
Yeah. Let's talk about some interesting things.
I was gonna talk about the strikes.
Let's talk about cocaine.
Oh, okay.
I keep telling you guys that cocaine is coming back, and it's coming back heavy.
Man said, okay.
It's going to be a snowstorm.
Man said snowfall.
Mr. Sniffles is around, and I'm telling you, it's coming heavy. So in Canada, they've decriminalized cocaine, and I think the main reason is for the fact that the economy is in a shambles, and they need to find a way to make money. And cocaine is used everywhere in society. People use it. I've seen people just say, yeah, I'm going to take a line. You want a line? Like, no, I don't do lines. I've never done lines. Oh yeah, let me do like a point, like a 5 point. I don't know. Like, bro, all I'm saying is that cocaine is coming back.
It's coming back. That's what's coming back into fashion.
And it's coming back legal. How do you man feel about that?
I guess I don't know if it's going to be decriminalized, as in if they catch it if you have it on you, they're not going to arrest you, but it's still like frowned upon. Obviously, it's still going to be seen as a car. They're not going to sell it over the counter, is what I'm trying to say.
Tesco's. I mean, can I have a Marlboro brown?
That's brazy.
And some white. Give me some 10 grams. Give me 10 grams.
And some Miley Cyrus.
Give
me 10 grams of the Pfizer.
That's brazy. I don't know how I feel about it, man. I mean, drugs aren't great, so I don't know what to say. Like, I just hope it's not a thing where society just does a complete 180 on drugs and allows people to, fall back into things. Because ultimately, there's a reason why
they're illegal.
This stuff is illegal. Do you know what I mean? Like, but I mean, to be fair, there's some instances where I get it. Like this, isn't there some countries where they allow like people who are like rehabilitated or people who have suffered from it to let themselves have it partially so they can wean themselves off of it.
I believe it's the UK. The UK
is it here? Or I feel like it's somewhere else.
Where they'll give you.
It might be, and I kind of understand that. Like, it makes sense, right?
I think Portugal is legal. Like, it's legal for you to have those drugs and for you to use those drugs, but I believe it's the UK. Because I was watching a video about, something completely different. However, they were speaking about medication. So, like, they won't give you medication for certain diseases because they feel that you're an addict. However, if it's heroin, they'll give you heroin just because they don't want your body to go
shutdown.
It's a complete shutdown.
It kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
But I like being able to get it at your Tesco's. Come on, dog.
No way.
Nah,
I can't run. That's crazy.
But if they were to make it legal, what do you think would happen to the legal system itself?
That's an interesting question. I don't really know what would happen. I guess it wouldn't change, I don't think, because even if they decriminalise it, they're not going to sell it over the counter. So you're going to have to get...
No, but for the people that have been processed and
They'll probably just
in
make
prison.
more.
Oh, in prison.
Yeah,
Oh no, I don't know.
that's what I mean by process. Like they've found you out. All right, cool. Here's your 5 years, 15 years.
So when they decriminalized weed in America, what happened? They didn't let people off who had sentences, right?
No, man. The companies are still making profit of those.
And I think they'd see it as at that time period you broke the law. So even if things change, tough break, tough luck.
Damn.
Get on with it.
Wow.
They can't retrospectively now
No, you
go
can't.
backwards.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's how they'd see it.
No, I think reparations needs to happen.
Oh dear God.
No, honestly,
Saying
reparations.
Pusha T will be a billionaire, yeah?
He probably would. He probably would.
Call his next son Bricks as well.
Oh my God. Bricks on bricks.
Bricks on Bricks is gross. Fair enough.
What you like.
He probably could. If he had a girl, he could probably call her Brixton. Because
insane.
I know that's his name.
Brixton
Because it's Nigel.
That's the name of them.
It's Nigel Brixton Terrence. That's his actual name. His name is Nigel Brixton Terrence.
Who's
The son.
The son.
What?
His name's Brixton.
Yeah, Bricks is just an abbreviation of Brixton.
Okay, that's better. If we called him Bricks.
So then, if he called her daughter Brixton, it would make sense.
That's bananas. I can't believe that. He's
going
You know, Brixton is actually a cool name for a girl. I'm not gonna lie to you. It sounds
Let him
nice, but you know, if you know Brixton,
ain't what you want.
you don't want to call your daughter Beckham. Like
Brixton's
Beckham.
fine
I
now.
was calling anyone Beckham.
Yeah, we don't know about that.
No, that's insane.
I wanted to do a quick shout out to all the teachers before we wrap up.
Oh yeah.
Striking. Shouts out to you lot. Salute. I see your pain.
No.
You lot do too
Wait,
much
what
work.
happened?
You see they were striking.
They striked, man. They're
For
getting
what?
They're getting paid too little for the job that they do. They work.
I thought they were getting paid a
12
lot. Like they got incentivized to get paid because there was a lot. Well, there was a time period. I think just before the pandemic, there was a time period just before the pandemic where they were incentivized to come and become a teacher because there wasn't that many teachers in the UK or British teachers that were actually, you know.
So the issue isn't their pay; it's the resources that they're working with. They got niche.
Oh yeah.
They're trying to hand out books. Everyone have one book between 4. That's insane.
No, let's fight. Let's do nah.
Yeah, I spoke to one of.
It's not Hunger Games.
It's not ideal, man. I spoke to one of Sophie's friends at something I was at last week, and he's a teacher, and he was saying that it's to do with resources, but the pay is also peak, and compared to the hours, like they get in 2 hours before the kids get in, they prepare the work, they teach them from like 9 till about 3, and then from 3 till about 6.
That's when
they're preparing more work for the next day.
Yeah,
they get back, and then the cycle continues again. And like when you think about it, that's like a 12-hour day, and then you get that with lack of funds, resources, and money.
And them man are dickheads.
Somebody's got. Listen, the country is slowly turning into France. You know, we're beginning to strike. The train people are striking.
No, we need to write.
Listen, bro.
We need to write over you.
We need to slap
See
up.
the yellow jackets. I just remember the video when they bang up the police officer. Yeah.
Them man don't play, man.
Listen, we gotta slap up Rishi and them, man.
For real.
You see how they slap Macron every time they see him? They want to slap him up. We gotta start slapping up Rishi, bro.
Have to. Macron knows his place.
Alright, man. Music choices. I need to take a lemsip for the next episode. I'm fighting demons here.
For real.
I've heard quite a few songs.
Just a second. We know what you whisper by Ludwig Göransson. It's from the Wakanda Forever soundtrack.
Nice. I'm gonna choose "Don't Be an Op" by Miles from Kinsha, Nux and Samwise. "Don't Be an Op 2" is the name of the song.
All the time.
I don't even know what song I want to choose. Oh, "Blessings" by Lapel. Shouts to Lapel.
Lapel, man.
Yeah, man, he's doing his thing. He's now coming back with music. Spoke to him, and he wants to put his stuff out. He doesn't want to keep it and archive it for future.
Flood the streets, man.
I was a rapper back then. No, he wants to put it out. Just get it out there.
Get it out. You never know what will hit.
Shouts to him, man.
You gotta just shoot, man. See where you end up in life. Right. If you don't shoot, nothing happens.
You miss all the chances you don't take.
Alright, episode, what is this,
Was that
177?
177?
Yeah.
Like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend,
All the time.
and we'll see y'all next week.
That you will.
See ya.